functions. Fuck me. Okay, so remember, let's just start all over. Can I leave this here? Do I need to redo this here? I'm gonna record it right now.
But where can we find the recording?
It's on YouTube. It's on my public channel. You know, you guys, if you guys want to be a homie, you know, you guys go hit that subscribe button. You know what I mean? Just saying. I'm just saying. You know, hit that subscribe, man. I'm trying to get 100 followers. You know, let's see how many I got right now.
Send your channel link on Discord.
Okay, hold on. Oh shit! I got 200 subscribers. Holy fuck! I'm famous. Holy fuck! I got 197 people. Damn, I could round up. I'm rounding up on this one. Okay, so here's my videos. Here's a bunch of little apps I built. Blah blah blah. You guys are gonna learn about a bunch of them. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. I'm gonna leave this here. Okay, I'm just gonna leave this. Trust me, it works. I just showed you guys that it worked, right? Hold on. Am I recording? Okay, I'm recording. All right, guys. So what are we trying to do here, guys? We want to create a function, a program that it can translate or can convert money. Okay. So let's go ahead and delete this. We're gonna assume that this works. Okay. We're not going to assume. We proved that it works. We showed you guys, right? So now let's go ahead and write these functions. Okay. So our program. This is where the thinking comes in for programming. Okay. Our program is going to convert some money to some money. So the first thing we need to do is figure out what the user currently has, right? And for the purpose of like being clear and not showing a shit ton of code, I'm just gonna call it from. Okay? It's gonna be the currency that they're converting from USD to VND, from VND to USD. Okay? So how can I get this from the user, guys? I can use a prompt. I can't call them. It's unreasonable. Imagine every single time I wanted to update my Facebook profile photo. What if Facebook called me and said, hey, what photo do you want? That is horribly inefficient. That defeats the purpose of writing a program. So we need some code that can do this. And this is a simple example. We're going to do more complicated ones later. So our prompt needs to give the user a message and say, hey, or not give them a message. Our prompt needs to tell the user what we want them to do. I want you guys to constantly think about how stupid your user is. Your user is constantly going to try to break your program. So you need to constantly tell your user what to do. It's going to say, hey, what currency do you currently have? And in conjunction, when you guys are writing code, don't write 20 lines of code and then test. I want you to write one line of code and then test. What does line 15 do, guys? Exactly. So if I click play right now, what should happen?
There's a pop-up message.
I believe you're correct. So it pops up. It gave me the message. I hit 100,000. Nothing else happened. I don't know what the hell's happening. So what should we do now?
Console log.
Yes, we need to console log. We need to prove that we got something here. So let's run it again. We added one more line. We run it again. Now we have 100,000. And I expect if everything went well, we should see a console log over here on the right that says 100,000. And that did in fact work correctly. Okay, so now we just can repeat this process. Except what? Two. We want to know what the user currently has and what they want to go to. What do you want to convert to? What do you want to convert to? Okay? So let's go ahead and do this again, except now we're going to do it for 2, right? 2. We'll run it. Say I have VND. I want to convert to USD. I see that I actually saved this data correctly, guys. We successfully did that. These values that the user inputted into the little pop-up thing was stored where? In a variable from and in a variable to. And then we console log those variables on line 19 and 20. And that's where this came from, right here, right? So now we need to do one more step before we can do our other logic. Now we need to define how much the user has in their hand. Okay? Is it 100,000, 10,000, 1, 50? I don't know. The user needs to tell us. This is not going to magically happen. So we're going to say, hey, let's get a new variable. We're going to call this value. Okay? Value is equal to prompt How much do you want to convert? Okay, so we run it. Hold on, let's go ahead and go into console log. Okay, I'm sorry I'm moving quickly. Let me know if I'm moving slow. Now I need to move slower. I want to do this so that you guys have time to think and program. So I run it. I should see 3 prompts. So what do we currently have, guys? VND, right? We want to switch to USD. How much do we currently have? 100. Let's do a bigger number. 100 Vietnam dong is going to be like almost nothing in USD. Let's do 10,000. That should be like almost 50 cents. So hit OK. And I confirm that we stored these 3 values in our program. All right. So now let's do some more. Let's do some conditional logic. We'll do if from is equal to VND and 2 is equal to USD. What do we want to do? We're going to do we want to call a function VND to USD. Essentially, we want to write a bunch of functions. I don't want to we'll just do this right here, okay? We'll call this function, and then what do we need to pass it? Yes, we need to pass it the value right there, right? So if I run it right here, what currency do I currently have? I have VND, and then I want to convert to USD, and I type in 100,000 VND. Should I see something? Yes, I will see three console logs. But notice that this return value is wrong. It's because we haven't actually done the conversion yet. So we're going to take our amount VND and what? It's what is this? It's from VND to USD. So we're just going to take the amount of money, right? Amount, and then we're going to divide it by the exchange rate. Remember, the value here, we can call it whatever we want. We can call these arguments whatever we want. We can call it value, for example, and this will work. Okay? So let's go ahead and store this in another variable. We'll say converted values equal to that. And then we'll console.log converted value. Converted value. So let's run it. I have VND, I want USD, I have 10,000 of it. I expect to see like 0.5, a little bit under 0.5. So hit OK. Okay, so the converted value of 10,000 Vietnam dong is 0.43. 0.43 what?
USD.
Okay, so can we make our application better?
Oh, you mean reduce the decimal?
Yes, and give me an appropriate sign. So what did we first do when we started lecturing?
Dot format.
We defined a, what's this function called?
Format.
How many arguments does this function take?
2.
What's the first argument?
Type.
What's the second argument?
Value.
Okay, so let's go ahead and use this function. Let's go ahead and call this bad boy. Okay, so we're going to const formatted currency. One is format currency, one is called formatted currency. Format is after we've done it. So now we want to call our format currency. We want to pass it what? What's the first argument going to be? Tell me what to type, guys.
USD.
Yes, USD. What's the second argument?
Currency.
What do we have available? Converted value. That's the second argument to this function. So now what do we want to do here? Formatted currency. We want to take this new variable.
And replace the converted value.
Exactly.
Why are we using 2
What do you mean?
format currency like 29?
Uh-huh.
The format currency USD when we use 2.
Using two where? 2 arguments?
The 2 TO.
Okay, right here?
Yeah. Why aren't we using that?
Oh, so much smarter, bro. Well, I hard-coded it right here. I hard-coded it. But to be honest with you, what you just said is smarter. To be honest with you. So I type in USD right here because ultimately 2 or USD is the same thing, right? It's the same thing. If it's going to be 2 USD, I can type in 2 right here. Also works. Or I can type in USD. Let's do it both just to prove, okay? So if I hit run, what do I currently have, guys? I currently have VND. I want to go to USD. If I have 200,000 Vietnam Dong, how much should I expect in USD? About $9 or something. I hit OK. 861. Dope. Can we do this again? Can we do this the other way? Yes, we can. So, I'm going to copy the function that we have. What are we going to do now? We're going to define another function. We're just going to use the same pretty much thing. Except this one's going to be USD to VND. And we're going to do multiplication instead. Okay? That's simple. You guys all with me? So we're going to copy this entire thing. I want you guys to be copying a lot of code. That's my end goal for you guys. I want you guys to copy code like crazy. I'm going to like you more for it. What do we need to change here, though, guys?
From USD to VND.
Okay, that looks good. What else do we need to change?
Convert value USD to VND. Line 39.
USD to VND. Okay, one more thing.
41 VND.
Yes. So we save it. We'll run it. And we can see that now we can go from USD to VND. If I have 100 USD, how much should I have in Vietnam Dong? About 2.3 million. We click OK. Not only did we get the correct converted value, but we also had the correct formatted value. Right? Obviously, right here, this is actually not the best code in the world right here. All this right here in line 30 to 44, we're also still repeating a lot of code. The truth is we're still repeating a lot of code. But we want to do this wrong a little bit, and then we can appreciate what the next step tomorrow. Guys, we're moving super quick, okay? I'm going to make you guys write shit hard one day so that you can forget about it, or not forget about it, but so that you can appreciate the following step. Okay? Now we'll do this one more time. Now, fuck it. Let's do all of them. Okay, what other ones we have? Korean, ID. Actually, no, this gets way more complicated now to think about it. Because think about it. Oh, shit. Right here, we should only be looking at one value here. And then inside of here, we should say if 2 is from, Vietnam Dong, etc. Right? That's really what we should be doing. And then that can become more concise. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys think about that for homework. I'm not going to show you guys how to do this, okay? You guys got to think about this. I'm sorry. I want to give you guys answers, but it's impossible, I mean, this is possible, right? But more importantly than I want to give you guys answers, I want you guys to be able to figure out how to do this yourselves, right? And this is going to take practice. There's no other solution. I'm not going to be here a year from now for you guys, okay? You guys see Ray and Phil and all of my other previous students sometimes come in here and ask questions, right? But the fact of the matter is that I have other things I need to do. I got to talk to you guys. And this thing is not going to change, okay? 3 months from now, I'm going to need to talk to other students, right? And I'm not going to be available here. This is nothing personal. This is just life, okay? And the most important skill that you guys can have as software developers is to think out and figure out how to do it yourselves. And that's what your boss wants from you guys. They don't want you guys to know everything. They just want you guys to be able to figure it out yourself, given a useful example, a similar example. Okay? So, I'm going to go back to how this was right here. Okay, I'm sorry. This is VND to USD. Right? Okay. So we'll just do the two other ones, okay? So this one's going to be what? USD. Fuck, man. Let's just make them all Vietnam Dong. Fuck it. Wait, this is not right. VND to USD. Okay, let's just do one more. So let's just pretend that we have euros and we want to go to VND. All right, we're gonna do this one for our friend Parsa over here. He probably came here with euros, right? Does Brendan use euros still?
Pounds.
Really? Even when you guys are still in the eurozone, right? But you guys use pounds. But you guys are in the Eurozone, right? You guys are in the EU, right? For a while.
For now.
Right? So the whole time you guys have always been using pounds even though you're in the euro, right? Okay.
Use euros though pretty widely, right? In like one place.
So let's just
Shops, we can use it, right? They're not sensitive.
okay, so we're just gonna create one more function, okay? Euro to VND, okay? And I don't know how to do this calculation. Euro to VND. I don't remember it. So 1 euro is equivalent to 26,000 VND. Okay? So I'm just gonna do it right here. I'm gonna hard code this. Fuck it. No one's gonna fire me. We're gonna make it as simple as possible. So we got a new function, euro to VND. If the from is euro and the end is the VND, we can just replace line 59 from euro to VND. And what are we gonna do here, guys? Also VND, actually. So just like Kung suggested a second ago, this could be better. Let's do 2 inside right here. Do it right here. We'll do it right here. Okay? Okay, so let's run it. So now let's just say that we have euros and we want VND. How many euros do we have? 10 euros. Okay? That should be how much? I don't know. Let's Google it first. If Google doesn't know this, I definitely can't do this correctly. So I expect to see 26,600,000. 26,062,000.
26,000.
260. 260.
My bad. Okay. I cannot read either. I'm sometimes very bad at reading. Okay, so let's run. I think I did it wrong. Okay, let's run it again. So let's say euros to VND. And how much you can have? 10. So we hit OK. And there we go. About 260,000 Vietnam dong. Do you have any questions, guys? Okay, so you guys keep practicing. I don't want to talk too much. God damn it, I talk too much. You guys need to